in...
I am dying.
Take your sword, Angel.
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael. You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Caldeum.
Belial. I look forward to killing a lord of hell. Should be an interesting battle.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
I must admit I'm curious.
Right, well, my father said about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out, and nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back, and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
You've known such tragedy in your life, my friend.
You move on. What else is there?
Lead the way to glory.
Do you ever doubt your choices?
Often, but I make them anyway.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
You must be bold and move forward.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
I have, when I was a child. Perhaps you are right.
Aha! I knew you'd need my help!
I hear the town's saved. We can go outside again.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Caldeum.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
Yes, Cain deserves to be honored before we hunt down his killers.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
Who are Belial and Asmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
Perhaps when I kill Belial, Asmodan will show himself.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
May the battles never end.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heaven strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will be your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work you never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Now that Tristram is safe, I travel to Caldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of Hell, Belial. I mean to set the city free.
You may notice that jewels you find enhance your already considerable abilities. I can combine similar gems to make a more powerful one. At the moment, I can only offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, I will eventually be able to offer you exciting and exotic new designs. But it doesn't have to be just business with us. Come by and talk anytime, my friend. I heard a rumor that there is a strange and mysterious jewel crafting device hidden in the aqueducts of the Daugr Oasis. I have a mind to go search for it myself. Don't worry, I won't go alone. I'm sure I'll find someone to show me around. Oh, it's even harder than I remembered, Ed. I'm afraid I'm growing weak. I need a drink and a bath. And something to keep the sun off. Or maybe just a nice cool jewel to put on my forehead. That will fix everything.
What shall we fight today?
Let us seek our fortunes together.
An enchanting young woman, who is much more than her youth suggests, will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
What is going to happen that I will need her help?
The coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable.
Wait, back up a moment. What was that you said about an enchanting young woman?
Ah, Geldo. Unlike me, she will be immune to your charming advances. But it doesn't hurt to try, does it? I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Here we are. Caldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We need to split up. You two search for Belial, while I hunt that witch, Magda. Kane's death will not go unanswered.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
Ain't no guards around, are there? Good, because I got some new items to show you.
How does it feel to be back in Caldeum?
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I am not down, but the Coven and their demonic master are nothing to laugh at.
What is life without laughter? So the demon lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
Of course. But what are they trying to do?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
Caldeum. Everything Uncle Deckard left me leads to this place. It's strange. I first met him here when I was only a child, and now his loss feels heavier than ever. He was right about everything all along. We have to stop Belial before it's too late.
I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
Tell me more about this jewel.
Oh, it's nothing special. It merely changes form to evade pursuers and drives its owners mad.
What? Why would you search for such a thing?
Because it's mine. You try to give a young man some advice, and he assumes you are the Shenzai god of thieves, traveling in disguise as an elderly jeweler. I understand his confusion, as I do share certain features.
Such as?
Well, we both are handsome, impossibly clever, adequately bearded, oh, and handsome. I know I repeat myself, but our sheer beauty should not be understated.
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
God, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, that even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
It seems fate has brought us together. I hunt Magda. Do you know where she is?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Caldeum outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakharum priests find a successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Caldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I head to Alcarnus to take care of Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Shooter, child, don't look at me like that. I'm no common thief, I just... Life in the borderlands was hard.
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
You Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves tried to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Caldeum outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Caldeum outpost, seek out Captain David.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholen. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Alcarnus is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people skinned alive.
My family. I lost my whole family.
Everything I had was in Alcarnus. I am ruined.
Most commoners know Caldeum by reputation, if not direct experience. The trade city has existed for thousands of years, predating even the Mage clan wars. Its neutral stance throughout the following centuries saved it from the destruction that visited the nearby city of Vizjun. and life, along with trade, carried on.
Something tells me this will be an interesting journey.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They are welcome to try. I have come here to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Well now, it's my lucky day.
There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I've dealt with these cultists before. Their traps are easily spotted. But my thanks for the warning. Still waiting.
Blinding powder!
Stay back! They're in the rock!
Careful. They are very near to us.
Are you certain? The road seems impassable.
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
Old masters could see me now. How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
I'm no stranger to magic myself, and yours is pretty unusual. What are you really doing out here?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Should I expect more Lacuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there. There's another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic. Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultists' lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
As long as you aren't an illusion too.
Whatever do you mean?
Ritual is disrupted!
This should remove part of the illusion.
I've lost all.
Thank you.
Akarat bless you.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering—
Look, more hidden footprints.
See that coming, did you?
I fight dirty.
Fine work!
Need more time.
So, do you have anything going on after this?
I have sworn to fulfill the wishes of the Prophet, even if my life shall be forfeit.
I see.
Kill those things before they kill me. And I mean us.
Look, more hidden footprints. Look, more hidden footprints.
My power grows. I am returning to town.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have turned me into, a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Yes, you blaze so brightly that you willingly blind yourself. You said before that you have doubts.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
I find that meditating on a problem can help focus your mind.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order. It is good to fight with you again.
Do you have any other family, Lyndon?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he a thief as well, then?
No. He was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
They will run when they see us.
Have you been to Caldeum before?
Not like this.
What do you mean?
Look! More hidden footprints. More hidden footprints.
Finally, this is interesting. How we do it in Kingsport!
is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
As long as you aren't an illusion too.
The ritual is disrupted!
There. That ought to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
There! I owe you my life. Bless you.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
The Lords of Hell, Belial and Azmodan, are plotting an invasion. I will cause them to suffer greatly.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
fight dirty.
ever did you become so good at charming others?
I learned the charm spell long ago and spent many hours practicing it.
That's not what I... Never mind.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale. I am not from Caldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
You're serious, aren't you? I read about a stasis spell like that once, but I never tried it. Come with me. It will be nice to have another mage along. Find the Cassim outpost.
And hopefully there'll be some scantily clad women there to welcome us.
Have things changed much in Caldeum since you've been gone?
Last time I passed through here was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but I convinced her to travel on. My good memories of Caldeum feel like I'm watching someone else's life. I'll be glad for us to be gone.
I must say I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills. But we know the real reason you've brought us along with you. Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family here? Oh, he is such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other. He used to do the most surprising things, if you know what I mean. I could tell you stories that would curl your hair.
Please don't.
The city has many secrets, and I still remember most of them. I can get into Caldeum through the sewers if I avoid the Imperial Guard. While I'm out, my friend has sworn to take down Magda. It won't bring Uncle Deckard back, but we'll all be relieved when she's gone.
Look, you won't be disappointed.
Amius, is that you? What happened? I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
The Trade Consortium Council has always been the ruling body of Caldeum, but it gained additional strength after the fall of the Vigerai. The councilmen saw opportunity in the rapidly growing Zakarum faith, and they allowed the fanatics to build their enormous cathedral, Saldenkal, within the center of the city.
How long did it take you to get here?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me, only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
So, what was this place like during your time?
Beautiful cities towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The Vigerai ruled them with will's sharpest stone.
The Vigerai mage clans, you mean? I suppose they are pretty ancient.
They were a great deal more vicious in my age. It pleases me to see that their influence has waned now.
Was the Prophet one of them?
Oh no, he meant to punish the Vigerai. They were the first to summon demons into this land.
I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed Jondar.
I choose redemption, but regardless, what is your idea?
I found a journal on Jondar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
Well, that sounds ideal. What troubles you?
Jondar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? That matters not, for I must do this anyway. It is good to fight with you again.
If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
Perhaps Caldeum shall be where I make my fortune.
Your fortune? I thought you just made trouble. I didn't think I could get any better. I'm so good, I astound myself. This is no illusion. The road is blocked. I must go through Caldeum outpost to the west.
Help me! I don't want to die!
More gold for me!
Not ready yet.
There must have wonderful treasure.
How does that feel?
Over here, please. There isn't much time. The miners, my friends, disappeared one by one, tortured or enslaved by the cultists. Only I was left.
Careful now. You are gravely wounded.
Yes, but for a good end. I released the fiend that lay deep within the cave. Then lured the cultists inside. Please, go down there. Ensure they're all dead. And kill that horror before it...
We cannot control it any longer!
This has always been a desert.
Your grave awaits. I am stronger still.
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the 7 evils, and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the dark exile of the prime evils to our mortal realm.
The Cassim outpost, known for just about nothing, really.
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Cassim outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outsider within our borders looking to stir up trouble.
We've been safe ever since the Imperial Guard came.
I need you to open the gate. I must reach Alcarnus.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice, a gift from Lord Belial.
Sacrifice? Me? Belial set you here as bait to lure me away from his treachery in Caldeum.
No! He would never betray me! Strike him down!
Belial is the Lord of Lies, Magda. The truth is, you were dead the minute you killed Cain.
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
We've been discovered.
Has Magda reached Alcarnus?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then please open the gate. It is well past time for Magda to die. Magda will soon pay for your death, Deckard Cain.
and every crusader was a warrior of rare strength. They had mastered the power of light, of weapon and shield, and of self. Each was sworn to live as a crusader and to die as one. 200 years ago, they took their apprentices and set out into the eastern swamplands. They were never heard from again. Until now.
See me now.
Rumors swirl that the Crusaders have returned, and that they mean to go to the west. But who are these tall, blonde warriors? They look nothing like the Crusaders who set out from Travinthal 200 years ago. And those who inhabit the ruins of that ancient city suspect trickery.
You have my gratitude.
For what?
For finding all those chests back there.
You've been stealing some of the loot again, haven't you?
Please kill those things before they kill me. I mean us.
You dare attack me?
Aha! Fight. Time to loot.
Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear. Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a Soulstone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Unstoppable! I fight dirty!
I'll take that off your hands.
I need to go back.
New goods today. Please look, you won't be disappointed.
Is everything as the Prophet told you, or have there been surprises?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
Tyrael? But he's not really an angel anymore.
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
He is only trying to help.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile. The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
Why didn't you become a god like your brother?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were drawn to trouble?
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you were a wanted man.
That may have been serious.
They will run when they see us. It's quite an enemy over there. We are in for a fight. I never doubted us for a moment.
And Dariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
What brings a necromancer to this forsaken desert?
Powerful spirits haunt these ruins. I was not strong enough to defeat them, but I was able to trap them. I fear the coven that invades the region will try to use the spirits for their nefarious purposes. But if you dare, you can try to put them to rest. Activate the totems to release the spirits, and be prepared to fight. Can you hear their angry voices? Still more remain.
One more left.
The voices fade. The spirits in this place are calm. I can begin the work of freeing them. The howling of the spirits lessens. You have put them to rest. Wait. Listen. The coven! We have denied the coven, but I fear they will find other, darker powers to exploit. Thank you, and go with the blessings of Rathma. 2 decades ago, my mentor faced the forces of evil and emerged victorious. I cannot hope to surpass his achievements, but I will try to bring balance to the raging forces that threaten to tear the world asunder in these days. The spirits are restless near Caldeum. I must quiet them.
Just warming up.
Quiet! They're coming. The ground, it's shaking. Can't feel my legs. Oh, my legs!
All that trouble, you didn't even have the courtesy to live.
did you become?
Juriel is the twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
Help us! You can't leave us here!
Calm yourself. I will get you...
Oh, thank you.
This is interesting.
Nicely done.
The gods have answered my prayers.
I can't believe it's over.
I recently met a returning crusader, and now I understand. Each crusader took an apprentice. When a crusader fell, his apprentice would take up his armor, his place in the order, and even his very name. When the first generation of crusaders fell, their own apprentices took up their identities. And so it has continued for 200 years.
Magda. This hero means to attack you in Alcarnus. If I were you, I would set a trap at the Cassim outpost. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to kill you. That would grieve me, though somehow I think I could manage it.
I must escape.
Magda, such sad tales have reached me of your truly abysmal failure to stop the enemy at the casino outpost. But at least the enemy's spy is being found. Once we eliminate her and her allies, this obnoxious little world will fall to me, and perhaps you, if you survive.
Another sunset, and Alcarnus is still safe from the sudden madness that plagues Caldeum. Though we are seeing an influx of hooded pilgrims for some Zakarum holy day, the demons out there are keeping their distance. I will double the guard at the gate. We must not be unprepared if our luck turns.
Need more arcane power. No illusions to hide behind this time? I didn't think you were brave enough to face me in the flesh.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
Still waiting. paid for your death, Cain. Be at peace, my friend.
I'd had about enough of that woman.
I am returning to town.
In her final miserable moments, Magda swore that the demon lord Belial would soon rule this world. He'll have to defeat me first.
No goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Did you meet your wife here?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
You married a criminal?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
You married a witch?
Let's talk about this another time.
I have translated a strange passage from John Dar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
There is no evil in seeking knowledge. It is what you do with it that matters.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your promise. It is good to fight with you again.
They will run when they see us.
Oh, the Jewel of the East! Caldeum is really quite amazing. I have never seen anything quite like it. And I have seen so many things in my life.
Caldeum is a city, not an actual jewel.
That explains quite a bit, actually.
In her final moments, Magda claimed that the Imperial Guard had captured Leah. At the Cassim outpost, I discovered that these guards are serpent demons under Belial's control.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
Perhaps a Shearer of the Iron Wolves could get us close to the Emperor. I will go speak with her.
There are many ways to open a door.
If you were an angel, how did your fall raise the dead?
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
I've heard it called the Jewel of the East.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
That is what it means to be human. You suffer, but you endure.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes. Hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
Something? You're a mystic. Can't you be more specific?
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how?
It is good to fight with you again.
They will run when they see us.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
Not content to reign supreme in commerce and religion, the Trade Consortium Council aspired to make Caldeum a nexus of learning as well. It proposed to unite the mage academies in a massive new structure, the Ashari Sanctum, which has remained a beacon of knowledge and advancement ever since.
Demon summoned by some power-mad sorcerers.
In Caldeum, color means wealth.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
I am Lady Neferez.
Ashira, the Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry into the palace.
I heard what you did at Kasim Outpost in Alcarnus. You have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcarnus.
Do not be taken in by those lies. Alcarnus was the work of servants of Belial, Magda and her coven.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Gods, I leave this matter in your hands.
Need more time.
I knew you'd come for me.
We should leave here before more guards arrive.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there. are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
Ever notice that there are fresh corpses everywhere we go?
That seems to be our lot in life.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers. I found my mother Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We will find her.
This is just like target practice. So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. I always knew it.
But you never knew her. Be wary, Leah. Things are not as they seem sometimes. How does that feel? Not ready yet.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue. But only to a point. Remember what happened with the Vizier's assistant. It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
I'm unstoppable.
Come here, you witches! I'll blast the gold out of you!
Need more time. powerful.
Adria should be up here.
This is the first time a girl's ever asked me to meet her mother.
Tell us about the Black Soulstone! We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the Primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
I need arcane power. Need more arcane power.
I knew a woman from Caldeum once. Fair as the sunrise, that one.
Then why did you leave her?
Every sun must set, my friend.
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life. But I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
This is not the time to discuss the past. Let us get to safety.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an interesting bunch. Children after my own heart, flawed in such interesting ways. Irena is quite vivacious for one with such a burden, don't you think? Cormac certainly does. He'd best keep his vows in mind, or maybe he shouldn't. And you, Lyndon, you can warm my bed any night. You remind me of my second husband. He was quite the devil as well.
After all this time, my mother is alive. I couldn't be happier, and yet it's still hard to accept that she never sent word to me or Uncle Deckard. She said that she wanted to keep me safe, but I just wish I'd known. Well, at least I have her now.
You're kind of odd sometimes.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
I didn't mean to offend you. We mages are all a little unusual, you know.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in a faraway realm.
Maybe you just need time.
That would be nice, but the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that. Let us fight this evil together.
What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
Please, just tell me.
And then what? I suppose you'll make it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
I will wait until you are ready.
God, and you're so noble about it too. Spare me.
They will run when they see us.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Eriot was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
And half the countryside with it.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Eriot's destruction was regrettable. And, believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
What happened to you after you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Did the other angels welcome you back as a hero?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Herodric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Caldeum, and Asmodan has yet to reveal himself.
Did you find it difficult to abandon your child?
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his heraldic texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you ever see him again?
Only from afar. From time to time our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How were you captured by the Imperial Guard?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
Tell me more about your wife.
Very funny. I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
A real boy meets witch story.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the veteran wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
I think I might have met Zoltan Kuhl once. He seemed like a perfectly reasonable sort, for a mage, that is.
Is there something wrong with being a mage?
Oh, yes. Well, you know how they can be. With the waving hands and the mumbling all the time. They can be a little strange.
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
This Adria, I sense dark things about her. She is not averse to using whatever means necessary to destroy Asmodan and Belial. She will use the Black Soulstone, no matter what the cost.
I can understand that. The Demon Lords are a threat to the whole world.
Some costs may prove too high, even for you. I worry about Leah. How is she?
She seems fine. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason. She just needs someone looking out for her. This Zoltan Kuhl sounds like an untrustworthy fellow. You don't have your head separated from your body for no good reason.
We need him to get the Soulstone.
Well, if you must. But I don't trust any of those ancient sorcerer types. Always up to no good.
The guards were asking you about this Black Soulstone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was a renegade Horadrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soulstone. His head was sealed away in the Dulgar Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soulstone to defeat Belial and Asmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
We rescued Leah's mother, the witch, Adria. She revealed to us the existence of the Black Soulstone, an artifact that could destroy all evil forever. Of all mortals, I have been given the task of retrieving it.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return. Zoltan Kuhl, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality,
and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
Tyrael thinks that Zoltan Kulle is untrustworthy. Is it wise to ignore an angel?
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
"300 years ago, I selected Kulle and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
Why did the Horadrim kill Zoltan Kulle?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered.
I don't like dealing with Kulle any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
It is always wonderful to see you.
Hey, you! Come here. Got some new stuff.
I find all sorts of things down in there. I thought my family could leave.
Caldeum changed drastically in recent years when the Kurast nobles all but invaded the city. Soon after, their emperor, Hakan I, joined them and made Caldeum his capital. Though his actions seemed audacious, he managed to bring further peace and prosperity to the city for the duration of his reign. All was well under the new emperor until his untimely death forced the Zakarum priests to find a new heir for Kejistan's throne. Through a series of elaborate rituals, undoubtedly a spectacle for their superstitious followers, they determined an impoverished infant in the north was Hakan I's spiritual successor.
I remember when Caldeum... It's disgusting. I've seen that man going in and out of the sewers.
Ugh, what a stench. That's not you, is it? It's certainly not me.
The evil of Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a Soulstone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakarum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us, should he ever return.
For a charmer, you don't seem to have much success with women.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Emperor Hakan?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the Oasis. I can open this gate for you.
How did this all happen?
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I have tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
How will you be able to assist me?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
I wouldn't want to put you in danger.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
Why should I trust you? You tried to kill us.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is controlled and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Cheers!
I need arcane power.
Baal was the most brash and reckless of the prime evils. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horodrim Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Baal, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Arreat. The heroes killed Baal shortly afterward.
Not so bad out here, is it?
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
Everything worth doing is